Hey guys, welcome to All Things Pays You, home of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour and other fun things. I am Pays You Bamgboshe Roethlisberger. Yep, that's me. One half of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour, co-hosted with my mom, Naomi Bamgboshe. Now, we are doing something a little new with the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast. We're doing our top shelf recommendations for January, and we don't know if this will be the one and only top shelf recommendation for January, but we know for sure we wanted to put Traitors Season 2 in our top shelf recommendations. Why? Because it has a diverse cast, and we're not just talking about ethnically. The ages range from in the 20s to the 60s. Now, the cast is dramatic, they're smart, they're conniving, and I think it's going to be a fun bunch. Now, I know there are a ton of previews, but hopefully none of them are on our channel. Really, guys, let me know if you see someone else's preview on our channel, because you know what? That wouldn't be right. Now, season 2 of The Traitors is hosted by returning host Alan Cumming. You know, I thought he was really good in The Good Wife, and he is a Broadway baby, so he knows how to bring the drama. So he will be accompanied by 21 celebrity personalities who are competing in a series of challenges for the chance to win up to $250,000. So yes, there is a possibility if you win, you don't receive the full jackpot of $250,000. So how do you play this? Well, when everyone arrives, of course, everyone is very excited to play Traitors. Now, everyone is working together to win a share of the prize or the full prize. Everyone is called a faithful except for a few unfaithfuls, which are called the traitors, and they are secretly selected to actively stop the faithfuls from getting that cash. Now, the faithfuls, they want to eliminate the traitors, of course, because if the traitors stop the faithfuls can take all of the money. Now, while the faithfuls can work together, and if they win, if they knock out all of the traitors, they can share in the prize. But you know, traitors are greedy, so they want to get rid of all the faithfuls and take the cash. Now, each night, traitors come together to decide which faithful they want to murder in the show. So that's really who they want to target in the show. No one actually dies. However, if the traitors say that they want to murder such and such person, that person must leave the show immediately. So only faithfuls could be murdered. Then the remaining faithfuls have no clue who's murdered until the next day at breakfast, and they have this really beautiful spread at this huge castle, this huge Scottish castle. Now everyone shows up and they're anxious because they don't know who got murdered last night. It could be somebody in their alliance or one of their friends. They have no clue. Then all of a sudden they say, oh my gosh, that person didn't show up. So clearly that person was murdered. So they have to pick themselves up and move on to a mission. So they take part in the mission to add money to their prize funds. Some challenges give players the opportunity to win immunity from being murdered. That's right, guys. However, you can still be banished. So when the team has their meeting and everybody debates and sits around and they start looking at each other and they're like, wait a minute, something is not adding up right. There's going to be a lot of accusations going across the table, the round table. And so they vote on who they want to banish. Now, traitors can be banished. So if a traitor is banished, aka eliminated from the game, the remaining traitors are given the opportunity to recruit another player to become the traitor. Now, once we get to the final 4, there is a final challenge. The players have to decide to banish again or end the game. This continues until everyone agrees to end the game, or if there is one person standing, whichever one happens first. Now, Cerie Fields was a traitor, and she was the last woman standing in season 1 of Traitors. Therefore, she won. She won the $250,000. So let's see what happens now. Who is competing? So a disclaimer, if I mispronounce the names, guys, please don't come at me. Please. It happens sometimes. Now, Trishelle Canatella. Now, she is from Real World Las Vegas and The Challenge and Road Rules, and I'm not familiar with her, so I don't really have much to say except to wish her luck, guys. Next, we have Tamra Judge, a member of the Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, Tamra, I've seen her around quite a bit, and she seems like a cool person, or she seems interesting at least. Next, we have Sheree Whitfield from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, this should really be interesting because Phaedra Parks, formerly of Atlanta Housewives, who is now on Married to Medicine, they didn't have such a great relationship, if I recall. But let's see if they will work together, or are they going to be against one another? I don't know. And Phaedra is a lawyer by trade, so that can come into handy when it comes to strategy. Next, we have Sandra Diaz Twine, who is a Survivor winner and a legend. So you know she's going to have some tricks up her sleeve, so we'll see, guys. Next, we have Pete Weber, who is from the Bachelor series. He was actually a bachelor, and he was in The Bachelorette. I think that he's a pilot, so maybe there'll be some type of challenge where he needs to get up and fly away. I don't know. We'll see. Next, we have Peppermint. Peppermint is from RuPaul's Drag Race, and she has a larger-than-life personality, and I think that's really amazing. However, I don't know how well that will play in the game, because normally in games like this, you want to go under the radar. So let's see how she does. Next, we have Parvati Shallow, who is another Survivor legend and winner. You know she's going to come game ready day one. Next, we have Mercedes MJ Javid from Shades of Sunset. Now, Mercedes is a real estate agent, and she just happens to be a convicted felon. You know, hey, no hate, whatever, you do what you got to do, lady. She was accused of bank fraud, so I don't know. Maybe she can use that as part of her game. Who knows? Next, we have Max from Dancing with the Stars, and he is definitely one of my favorites from Dancing with the Stars. Yep, listen, he's a great dancer. I don't know if he's going to be a villain in the show or if he's going to be a protagonist. Don't know, because on Dancing with the Stars, I think he could have played either role very, very well. But he's likable, whichever way he wants to go. And I'm not going to butcher his name, so we're going to call him Max. Next, we have Marcus Jordan. So yes, Marcus Jordan is Michael Jordan's son, and he happens to be in a relationship with Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Listen, guys, that's none of our business, except they're on the show together. Larsa happens to be on Real Housewives of Miami, and like I said, the ex-wife of Scottie Pippen. Now, this is going to be interesting too, because are they going to play together as a team, or are they going to play separate games? We shall see. Next, we have Kevin Kreider from Bling Empire. Now, I do know a little bit about Kevin. I've seen him on Bling Empire, and he was always the person that they marketed as, well, he's relatable. He's from a middle class background. Okay. He just happens to hang around billionaires and millionaires. Those are his only friends. So that's, yeah. Okay, let's see how Kevin does. Next, we have John Burkow. Now, John Burkow, I don't really know much about him, but I have seen, different GIFs and memes of him. He is a retired former UK Parliament Speaker of the House of Commons, and he has the reputation of being a little bit of a bully. Next, we have Johnny Bananas. Now, you don't have to follow reality TV to not have heard of this man, Johnny Bananas. He loves to be a villain. So we'll see what type of game he plays, but some people may target him because every time you see him, he's a villain. Okay, next we have Janelle Pierzina, and she is a Big Brother legend. Now, she did not win Big Brother, but she came close several times, and she is a comp beast. So the girl is strong, she's athletic, And she was also on Amazing Race. And I think she was the co-winner of a show called Snake in the Grass. Next, we have Ekin Sue. Not going to butcher her last name. Now, she is from Love Island, UK, and she won. I think it was season 8, not 100% sure, but I know she definitely won her season. And she's also a model and a TV host. So let's see how her social game is. That could come into handy. Next, we have Deontay Wilder, who is a professional boxer and former heavyweight champion. So, don't know how his game will be. Let's see what personality he brings to this game. Next, we have Dan Giesling, who is a Big Brother legend, one of the best to ever play the game of Big Brother. Now, he's won one season of Big Brother and he was runner-up in another season of Big Brother. So he looks very unassuming, but that's kind of how he gets everyone to trust him. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this. In season 1, we had Cody, who won Big Brother and also was a runner-up in Big Brother. And I don't know, Cody didn't do as well as I thought he would do in this game, but Cody also just seems like a really chill, cool, nice guy who maybe not, I'm hearing, several people say that Cody may not be game ready. His mind may be in other places because normally he plays a more cutthroat game, or at least he played a cutthroat game in his returning season in Big Brother. Okay, enough of that. Next, we have CT Tamarello, Chris from The Challenge. Now, he started off in the real world Paris over 20 years ago. So he was the bad guy. Now, I don't know how he is at this point. So maybe he's mellowed out. We shall see. And finally, we have Bergie, who is from Love Island, USA, season 5. Now, Bergie did not win his season, although he did match with the lovely lady. Bergie was a fan favorite because he was just so sweet and so kind, and it was just very lovable. So I don't know how he's going to play this game. Someone like Bergie could play it really well, or, he could not have a very good poker face. So let's see. So new episodes of Traitors 2 air Fridays on Peacock. Well, I should say they stream Fridays on Peacock. We will be keeping up the Bamgboshe Happy Hour with the show and just kind of giving you just our thoughts about the strategy, gameplay, and our favorites to win the game. Check out the Bamgboshe Happy Hour, guys, that is streaming on most platforms, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the one you're listening to right now. Thank you, guys, and this has been our top recommendation for January. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.